Breaking news. A bear broke into a supermarket in秋田Prefecture. A staff member who was preparing before the opening hour was attacked by the bear and bitten on his head.
That's too bad.
Oh dear, in the middle of a city like this. Bear incidents are becoming more and more common these days.
Yeah, I looked it up online.
Amazingly, my pet can even use my smartphone.
Huh? What's going on?
What?
The bear broke into the supermarket in秋田Prefecture, right?
That's right.
I wonder why most of the comments are about Hokkaido, about the public security, about the High Court. What does it mean that hunters shouldn't cooperate?
That's the effect of a recent incident that has been a hot topic in the media, especially online.
What happened? Tell me.
The incident began in Hokkaido when a hunter, following regulations and under police supervision, shot a brown bear to eliminate it. Then, the Public Safety Commission, which manages hunting rifles, revoked his gun license afterward.
Huh?
The public has criticized the public agency that handled the extremely unreasonable treatment of this hunter. In response to this incident, some have expressed concern that it may become impossible to exterminate bears in Japan. Piko, are you with me?
I'm confused. So, what if? Just if it becomes impossible to exterminate the bears, what will happen if a bear appears in our town?
We'll just have to bear it.
Are you kidding? The one in Hokkaido is a brown bear, even bigger than the Asiatic black bear that appeared in Akita this time.
Yup, brown bears are the largest land creatures in Japan, with males measuring about 2 meters in length and weighing a maximum of 400 kilograms. In Hokkaido, the number of attacks continued to increase every year due to the emergence of OSO-18, which recently attacked 66 cows, and the Avar bears, which are fearless towards humans. In such a situation, what if the Hokkaido Hunting Association refuses the request for extermination?
In a situation like this, where expert hunters are absolutely necessary, the hunters must have done something really wrong to have their hunting rifles taken away. Explain the circumstances.
It all started in July 2018. A report was made of a brown bear near a residential area in Sunagawa City, Hokkaido. The local government that received the report requested a Hunters Association to exterminate the bear. By the way, the Hunters Association is not a public institution. It is a group of civilians who are licensed hunters. They were not obligated to respond to requests from local governments or police to exterminate brown bears. In response to the request, 2 hunters from the Hokkaido Hunters Association arrived at the scene. There was, what a thing! It was a baby bear 80 centimeters long.
So tiny. Maybe it got separated from its mother.
The hunter, who saw the small bear, advised the police that there was no need to shoot it. He said that there was a little risk of it harming humans, and that since its mother was probably nearby, it would probably return to the mountain. However, a city official at the scene requested the hunters to exterminate the bear. A police officer was also present at the scene and permitted the shooting. So they called for the people in the vicinity to evacuate in order to fire his gun. Behind the bear was an 80-meter high bank, So even if a bullet penetrated the bear, it would hit the bank and there would be no danger.
He made sure it was safe.
And the moment the bear stood up with its back to the bank, the hunter fired his gun from a distance of about 60 meters, hitting the bear with one shot.
Poor bear. But it couldn't be helped.
Both the city official and the police witnessed the scene, and the surrounding residents who heard of it were relieved. However, 2 months later, the prosecutor suddenly came to the hunter's house and told him that firing the gun in that situation must be against the law, and he was taken to the police station.
What was going on?
4 guns were confiscated from the hunter's house, and he was treated like a criminal, and his gun license was revoked.
What was going on?
Many Hokkaido residents were outraged by this treatment of the hunter, who were simply doing their job at request, and the incident sparked an uproar online.
I feel so sorry for the hunter. He was just doing what they were requested.
Being a hunter is like a side job, and not many people make a living of it. When requested, they will rush to the scene in the between work to ensure the safety of students. But they have to pay for their own travel and ammunition, and their pay is the same as any other part-time job. It's said to be too low for a job that put their lives at risk.
It's more like volunteer work that makes use of one's special skills.
As I said before, hunters are no obligation to rush to the scene when requested to exterminate animals. In other words, they rush to the scene at their own expenses, even though it's not their duty, and exterminate animals despite the risk to their lives.
Yet, they have their hunting rifles taken away.
The hunter filed a lawsuit against the public security authorities who revoked his hunting rifle license.
I will also fight. I will not succumb to state power.
Chill out, Piko. It's not you who will fight. After all, the hunter won the first trial at the Sapporo District Court perfectly.
I won.
The ruling was handed down in December 2021, a year and a half after the trial began. Because his license was revoked, the hunter was unable to work as a hunter for more than 3 years after the incident. During this time, bear attacks continued.
We need as many hunters as possible to remedy the bear situation.
Incidentally, the police who were present at the scene also defended the hunter during the trial.
Are the public security and the police different organizations?
It's confusing, but the Public Security Commission is a completely different organization from the police, and the Public Security is an administrative organization that monitors police misconduct. By the way, Public Security is also the organization that grants hunting rifle possession permits.
The police defend the hunters, and the public security, which is supposed to be on the side of the students, battles the hunters who protect the students. It's too difficult for birds.
Don't worry, we humans don't understand it either.
I don't know why the Public Security Bureau even took the matter to court, but the case is closed anyway. Relief!
That's what everyone thought. However, the Public Security Bureau appealed. The battle moved to the Sapporo High Court for the second trial. The trial at the Sapporo High Court began in 2022, and the ruling was handed down in October 2024. And this is unbelievable. the ruling was overturned and the hunters lost.
What?
The record of the trial have been uploaded online. The contents of the first and the second trials are completely different. The impression is that the first trial was based on common sense, while the second trial was more like armchair theory or even a quibble. If I go into detail, it will take a long time, and I don't have enough skills to talk about the trial in English. In summary, there was a residential house near where the shot was fired, and there was a possibility of a ricochet.
This is not just this case. Of course, the bear was exterminated because it had appeared near a residential house, so the possibility of a ricochet cannot be reduced to 0%.
Anyway, this ruling caused a public uproar.
I got it. The judge is received bribes from bears.
In fact, there were even rumors that the judge himself is a bear. By the way, Japan's judicial system has 3 instances. As the number of instances goes up, first, second, and third, they move to a larger court. The accused hunter is also the branch chief of the Hokkaido Hunters Association, so it seems he will fight to the end to protect hunters' position and ensure they can carry out their activities with peace of mind.
So will this get all the way to the Supreme Court?
It probably will. I wonder what kind of verdict will be decided. Still, I don't understand why public security is so keen to revoke hunters' licenses.
It feels like some kind of conspiracy? A personal grudge? Some great power?
Things are happening that I don't fully understand, but they are turning into something that the people of Hokkaido fear the most. It's been reported that the Hokkaido Hunters Association is considering a policy of refusing bear extermination requests, as there is a risk that hunters' gun permits will be unfairly revoked if things continue as they are.
That makes sense. No one would want to take a temporary job for volunteer level pay, only to have a prosecutor show up at their house 2 months later.
This case has made it known that bird and animal extermination is entirely dependent on the goodwill of private organizations.
I see. So this leads to the Akita Prefecture news mentioned earlier.
Yes, last year, the number of bear attacks was the highest ever recorded since statistics began. 290 people were affected, mainly in the Tohoku region. When it comes to bear sightings, the number is a dozen of times higher. This time, a bear appeared in an urban area again. Of course, they can't fire a gun inside a supermarket. Thanks to a hunter who is qualified to set traps, they were able to capture the bear.
Bear, please don't come to human town anymore. You would be happier in the mountains.
It costs money and takes time to get a hunter's license. It is said that it is especially difficult to hunt bears, even for experienced hunters. If things continue as they are, we'll eventually reach our limit. It is necessary to review the law, and unless we improve the systems for hunters, the incidents will not be reduced.
How about making hunters public servants?
That's one idea. Oh, speaking of the law, the government is working on revising the law due to the increase in bear attacks in recent years. If certain conditions are met, it will be possible to fire a gun in urban areas.
However, in the current situation, where hunters can have their guns confiscated if they completed their job as requested, such a law would be nothing more than a pipe dream.
True.
Before there is a battle between humans and bears, there's a battle between humans.
In any case, it is absolutely necessary to review laws and systems in order to strike a balance between protecting humans and preserving the extinction of bears as wild animals.
Hey, parakeets won't be targeted for extermination under the revised law, right? Right? What if we birds get caught up in the battle between humans and parakeets become a target for extermination too?
Verdict: Piko poops all over the house and makes humans clean it up every day. Therefore, you are guilty.
Oh no!